It's your boy Sugar Ray.
And it's your girl Tanya.
And welcome back to another episode of I Don't Know Much, but I do know this. Hey man, once again, we thank you because this thing is produced, directed, and sponsored by you. Now, on one of our episodes, we were talking about relationships, and we were talking about towards the end of that episode when a woman makes more money than a man, and then we decided, you know what? Let's make that a topic about what happens when a woman makes more money than a man. So I want to call this, Tanya, can love survive?
It can love survive.
The shift in power. I don't believe that money is necessarily power, but would you date a guy who you make more money than?
No.
You would?
No. No, I wouldn't.
Tell me why.
Well, numerous reasons. One of the big reasons is I feel like we had an episode about roles, right?
Okay.
So as the protector and provider, I think you should make more money. I mean, I would love to make more money, but then the relationship could get kind of, I don't know. Now, let me just say personally.
You get the feeling yourself. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm just saying because
I think that women do sometimes feel themselves, but not in a way that they feel like, oh, well, I don't need a man now because I'm making money. I mean, the money is not going to hug you and kiss you, but you want somebody where you feel that there's that next level to look up to. So
a man that you admire.
A man that you admire.
Okay.
A man that you are inspired by.
Okay.
But if you are that, then where's your inspiration?
All right. Well, I'm going to say this. Women can do very well in corporate America. They can do very well as entrepreneurs. The way statistics have it though, they're more college educated. And so they can climb the corporate ladder because a lot of men aren't necessarily looking at school as a way up or a way out. Now, I was just wondering because you said you wouldn't date a guy who you made more money than. I believe that what you just said, a man certainly can still be someone that you look up to because he's an entrepreneur. And I would say this to men. Listen, bro, it's not about the money. It's about the time, right? She can have more money than you, and that's cool. But you could have more time than her. That all depends on.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Because if my man got time, now I'm concerned.
Now you got
I need him busy.
Now you got, but what that means is this, meaning, as an entrepreneur, for instance, right? You may pay somebody, you may work 8 hours a day. And let's say, I don't really have a time schedule, but I pay someone to work for me 8 hours a day. That means you got 8 hours of your time. That person got 8 hours of their time, but they're doing for me. And I still got my 8 hours. So I got 16 hours to 8 hours. That's what I mean when I say that.
So I'm confused.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the man that's not making the money that's paying somebody else to do their job?
No. What I'm saying to you is this, because we're talking about making more money. All right, let me qualify this. You realize that, in some businesses, you can gross 300 grand a year, right? And only walk away with 80 of it. That can happen because of cost, expenses, stuff like that. Now, you might have a job and you're making 120. You know what I'm saying? You're making 120. But I'm functioning in a capacity that's admirable. I'm functioning in a capacity like, dang. You might make a call. Well, you might be, I left work for a second. I came home to take a nap. Right? That's not something that you can necessarily do. You feel me? So he can be very wealthy with time. And that is really the whole goal and whole point of entrepreneurship is to get money.
We're talking about dating someone who you make more than.
Okay.
So let me tell you a little bit about women. It's not that you can't do it. We were just talking about me, so I was just talking about myself. I said, I don't want to.
I ain't saying she a gold digger. Go ahead, sweetie.
But she's definitely a gold digger.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying I ain't saying she's a gold digger.
So, but before we get off of that topic, is it okay for women to be gold diggers?
I think it's pertinent.
Okay.
I think it's necessary.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's particularly because, for me, men definitely need to work hard. They need to work to become gold mines. Gold diggers can only dig gold out of gold mines.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I think that's certainly the position for men. I think you should put a lot of time, energy, and effort into that. I think being up underneath of a woman is very detrimental to that. And so, no, I personally don't have a problem with quote unquote gold diggers, but this is not about gold digging. I'm just talking about the attitude that comes with it, because I think a lot of women think, and this is a false narrative, a lot of women think that men are, what's the word I'm looking for? Are insecure or made to feel belittled because their woman makes more money. They don't know that that's a lie. We want our women.
Do your wife make more than you?
Sometimes.
Okay. So that's the only reason I'm asking.
Sometimes.
So, and that's not a bad thing, right?
Because my costs a lot higher. You know what I'm saying?
But both of y'all are working towards a goal as a unit, right? So that is a different situation. Okay. But if you're the breadwinner, and I'm not talking about a guy who's still doing fairly well for himself. A breadwinner.
You got to make this distinguishment. Okay.
So if you're the breadwinner as a woman, right? Mm-hmm. Doesn't that seem like a lot of things fall on you that would normally fall on a man? So if you want to be, I'm just saying if you're in a relationship and you want to be in your soft girl era, but you got Madman Bill.
Well,
your man is looking for the soft.
You got bills together.
Well, I mean, depends on your relationship. Everybody don't have their bills together. So what I'm saying is, it's nothing wrong with dating a man that makes less than you, but you have to look at the whole entire situation and see if it works for you. Okay. It might not work for everybody. Now, I do know personally some women who make more than their males, and it seems like sometimes that role gets switched when it happens that way, because now...
What's the role?
I don't know. I'm just going to explain.
Okay.
So you may have a woman who looks to her man for things that I'm like, I'm spending money. You know what I'm saying? Just maybe go shopping, nails, hair, whatever. So you're acting a certain kind of way with that man because, this man is, he's going to give you whatever. So you are reciprocating with giving him things, right?
But are you making more money? When you're doing this? I'm saying when you're doing this.
No, this is a relationship that the girl is being, maybe catered to in a certain kind of way.
Okay. And maybe she makes less than him?
Maybe she makes less than him. Okay. She treats that man different because she expects certain things from him. When you have no expectation, you don't really need to look at a man and say, can you buy me this? And you can do it for yourself all the time. And you're just doing it. It's like.
That's your problem.
No, listen, it's not.
Spending money.
Well,
go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. We're not going to stop.
Okay.
But the thing is this. So
you
gotta find, in that relationship, you got to find other things to look to him for.
Absolutely.
So that's all I'm saying. So you have to, as an individual, figure out what works for you. I've already figured that out. I'm not 20 years old. I know that I don't want to be with a man who's still trying to get his shit together. Like what?
If you're making a lot of money, if you're making $300,000 and I'm making $90,000, I might not still quote unquote be trying to get my shit together. I'm not trying to catch up to you. I'm saying, hey, babe, especially because I know that women are the number one consumers in America. And we talking all this tariff stuff and all this stuff with China, but that 25% of China our women probably about 19% of that. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot of that. So that goes back to guys knowing what to do with the money. Do you believe, because I think it's another narrative, do you believe that men are feeling emasculated because their woman make more money than them? Do you feel like that?
I believe that it's some men that can feel emasculated and it has nothing to do with women. It could just be from the way a woman talking to you. So
why she talking slick though? Because you make more money?
But she definitely talking slick and she make money.
Yeah.
Listen, we can't even lie or front about this. Women are different. We're emotional creatures anyway.
Okay.
So we feeling ourselves when we get to a certain level. And it's not that you think you're better than anybody, but you just get to a point where you feel like, damn, do this make me feel valuable? You know, it's valuable because it's adding to my value. If it is, stick with it. He can be making money under you, but if it's still adding to your value in a certain kind of way, it might not be monetary, but it could be in another way, emotions, whatever. I don't know what everybody needs.
All right. So I initially asked, can love?
But you asked me and I still say no.
Okay, I got you. Handle a shift in power. Now,
it can.
Can it survive a shift in power?
It can.
Absolutely. I believe that. But here's my question. Is money really actually power? And I'm going to say this, fellas, it's not. But let me ask you from a woman's perspective, is money actually power?
I would say yes. I would say not the money per se, not the actual money. Money is a tool. Okay. But it does bring upon power. Yeah. Because there are things that money can buy, and that's some real shit.
Yeah, money can buy. Money answereth all. That's what the book say. Money answereth all things. But the key word in there, fellas, is things. Understand what I'm saying to you? Things. When I ask, can money, can love survive a shift in power? Right. I'm saying that if a person believes that money's power, right, then if either one in that group believe that money's power, then now you're having a situation where you are probably going to end up somewhere in survival mode. It's particular. I don't never think it's the money. I think it's the person with the money. A man could be the one with the money and consistently remind a woman of what he's
man without that money. No, you're not, Ray. You can't be. There's no way.
What do you mean?
Meaning, like, so you were saying that money won't change you. You're a man without it. Like you are still that same man, but money will take you to another level and you become something different. You connect with different people. You can purchase different things. You can see the world. There's a lot of things that money in the right hands, baby.
Well, let me qualify some things for you. I'm going to say, yes, you're the same man. Because if you were the man when you had $1, now you have $1 million of those dollars. Are you not the same man?
Hell no, you're not the same man.
All right.
What are you talking about?
Let me tell you why I'm saying you are. Because I'm saying that most millionaires, 90% of millionaires, were millionaires before they had $1 million.
They lined up with it. Of course, we know that, though. That's a little bit different. What you're saying. You're trying to get deep with it. But then I got...
Sometimes you got to get deep with it.
Okay, you got to get deep.
Because you have some people...
Well, if that's the case, then...
You help somebody who was saying that.
We all have the riches lined up. But we got to line up with it. Everybody's not lining up with what they have.
Now, everybody's not lining up. So earlier...
There's some person somewhere right now saying, man, I need more money. Man, I need more money.
Yeah, everybody.
Not the same.
Everybody's saying that.
No.
The guy with 10 million definitely saying, man, I need 100 million.
It is somebody somewhere saying, I'm so thankful to have what I had.
Oh, without
not $1 million. And now they off to $1 million.
Well, that's power. So that's why I initially asked you if it was power. And I'm glad you said that. And I said, no, it's not. You know what I mean? Because the power is...
I'm not saying the actual money is power. Money is nothing without someone, using it.
Well, relationships struggle oftentimes because the woman makes money. It's two things that happen. The woman makes money and there's some men, and I think it's very, very few men, but there are some men who feel a way about that. There's some men who feel a way about that. And I think...
Do you know any?
I don't know none.
Okay.
I don't know none, but I've heard certain things, right? And then there's women who have possession of the income for the most part, right? Who remind the guy that they're the one that's making the money. And it's always about
the other way around too.
Yeah. Men do it as well, but it's always about the people. I got friends who are or have been in relationships with females. We know some of the same people who have been in a relationship with females, right? And though the girl made way more money than him, right? He paid for dinner. He paid for different things. He was always the one.
But why wouldn't he?
I'm not saying that he wouldn't. I'm saying that that's what a man would do. That being said, though, when you're a woman and you're saying, man, we have partnership, I want to get married, I want to have a baby and stuff like that, at some point, you got to be able to say, especially if you're making an extraordinary an inordinate amount more than he is, say, hey, let's plan. Let's put together this plan. I got this money. You got something to do with it, da, da, da. Then you got to have a plan, I think, if you're a man. For me, Penn, she gonna mess that bread up. Tell her, get that money over here.
Wait a minute, I'm confused. She makes more than him, and you telling him to take care of the finances?
Now, I'm not telling him. I'm telling him, get that, like your grandfather used to take that check to your grandmother. And the only reason he took her that check, because she knew not to ask for no more than what he gave her, because he gave everything that he had, right? Now, I'm telling you the real reason why he took her the check. Look, take the goddamn money and do as you please. When I get home, I want some dinner. And I'm saying, if we're going to be modern and you want to be the breadwinner, okay, give me the check. Give me the check and I'll do what needs to be done with it. Don't you have no woman that's making some money and not know what to do with that money, bro. Now that is a mistake.
Now, can I ask you how he would know what to do with it?
I mean, he might be a day trader. He might be, because, he should. We shouldn't even be in a relationship. My assumptions are this. We shouldn't even be in a relationship if I don't have as a man, I ain't got no kind of plan. Right. I ain't got no know-how.
There's so many women with no plan.
That is dumb shit right there. I don't understand it for the life of me.
Listen, they just winging it. Sometimes you just gotta wing it.
Hey, at some point, there must be a plan. Nobody's gonna be 25, 35, 45, 55 forever. Some point, somebody gonna get old.
Don't believe that.
And let me tell you something. One business that I bear witness of personally, right, is an assisted living. And I see that we paid attention to when it looked like the money running out. Okay. And when it looked like the money running out, so is the care.
So, okay, listen. Let's get back to this. Would you date a woman that made more? I know you said your wife sometimes do, but I mean, like, take that out of the equation. You just met a girl. Mm-hmm. You're a regular guy. You don't have any big money. Now you just met a woman with big money. And now you're dating her. What does that look like? So that's where I feel like sometimes men start to feel like, wait, am I out of place? I feel like I should be. So I'm not a man. Mm-hmm. So.
If you're talking about me personally.
No, not you personally.
All right.
You're married.
How else? No, I'm just saying, how else do I talk about this?
Oh, you don't talk to people that.
No, I'm saying, if I'm a guy, I still, no matter what, you can't stop being you. Yeah. It's hard to stop being you, but so it's hard for me to put myself in the shoes of a guy who doesn't want that.
Who doesn't want what?
A woman who makes more money than him. I would love for her to make more money than me. Mainly
for what reason?
Because I know what to do with it.
So what if she's not trying to give you her money to do anything with it? She just makes more money than you. So you talking about
what are we doing?
You acting like an investor. Because we talking to these people too. Hey, you guys, hi. So you acting like an investor. We're talking about a regular woman who's and this is a regular man, but she makes more. Okay. You talk about, I'm investing her money and doing, nigga, then where's your money?
I'm trying to help change the dynamic of what's going on here. Listen.
Start with yourself. Don't start with her money.
No, I'm not saying I'm broke. I'm saying, all right, I'm good for a buck.
She's making
not making 100,000. I'm good for 70K. If I'm good for 70K, I'm doing something. You know what I mean? I'm doing something. And if I'm good for 70K and my plan hasn't quite come together yet, right? And you make more money than me, let's say you make it 130, I'm going to be very happy. Couple of things going on. Finding a way to keep you out my pocket all the time.
And what if that doesn't happen? See, maybe you're still not understanding this.
It's gotta happen.
Because a woman makes more don't mean she don't want yours too.
Oh, she definitely
got your role, right?
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
But how you feel about me though? If you make more, if I'm making a 70, you making.
So you want me to fool you? The fuck? So
no. How do you feel about?
What do you mean?
Like, how do you feel about me? Do you feel like you're the head of the house?
I mean, I guess some people may.
What do you think?
You have to be that person to get into the head of that person. We just guessing right now. We're going to have to actually talk to someone who makes more. Like, how do you feel? Do you feel like you're running around the house, you that bit? He just, he's just there? Or is this all fine and dandy? This works perfect for you? Because I think it's a situational.
Well, let me give you a statistic. Only in 30% of households are women actually making more money than that. Only in about 30% of households, from things that I've read and things that I've saw. So this isn't happening as frequently as people saying, even though they think women are running circles around men and they're more educated. And if you're more educated, chances are you got more debt because you're borrowing money to go to school, right? That's the
education is just school.
And we just talking about school. I'm just talking about school. As they say, when I start talking statistics, again, I'm going into some America, U.S. No pressure. It's these publications they go up and down. Mind you, I'm saying 30%, but I see some things say 25. I see some things that say 35. I'm running it out at
the thing is this, and I'm gonna just be real with you. Women are born stashers, so the statistics mean nothing to me.
Okay,
I know your wife got stashed somewhere. Just saying. You know what I'm saying? You can stash your own. It don't have to be somebody else's money. Okay. You can stash your own, because I don't know, women are taught that. I think you probably.
Wait a minute. If you're spending your own, women are taught. But if you spend, are you spending? Because you ain't doing both. You either spending your own or
talking about you're talking about something different. A single woman. But there are some women that spending their own. And they've been spending everything else.
In the relationship, you've been married. So, I mean, we got some experience. Talk about that. I'm just saying, we talking about stash.
Well, I'm a stasher. Okay. I think all women are.
I know you're a stasher, girl.
I think all women are. So that's what I'm saying. Statistically, what y'all talking about? That woman got a shoebox full of money. Just saying. So.
No, you were taught that. No, this is dope right here. Because you were taught that. I don't think these women got no stash.
They do, right? Why was you know about it?
Hand them out. No, I'm telling you, hand them. It's just certain things you can read. Okay. It's certain things you can read, man. It's definitely certain things you can read. The average guy definitely, I think, is not saving money either. But,
what are they saving for, though?
But I don't know.
It's saving money. I
don't believe in saving money.
Yeah,
I don't believe in saving money.
Yeah.
I believe in flipping, invest and flip, invest and flip, invest and flip. Streets taught me that.
Look, this is a question for you guys. If you're a guy, are you dating a woman that makes more than you? If you're a woman, do you prefer to make more? Do you prefer your man to make more?
Leave some comments.
Just a question.
Leave some comments.
Drop it in the comments.
Yeah, drop it in the comments. I want to talk about this financial dominance versus relational respect. All right, let's say you make more money, right? Does that mean I don't come home to a home cooked meal?
It depends. Because if I want to cook or not me. No, listen, you're not, hold on, calm down. Hey, I'm not hyper.
Do I look hyper?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Okay.
So look, the thing is this. I think that Bray says he hates the word tradition, but he only talks tradition. You're talking about something that happened with your mom, your grandmothers. Women are busy these days. You might not come home to a cooked meal. So you want to evaluate the person that you're getting in a relationship with, especially if she makes more than you. She's ordering out. That's it. Now,
okay, so.
Not every woman. This is not every woman, but this is my sister. Okay? She's ordering out. That's it. You want steak, baby? Salmon, what you like?
I get that.
From the best place.
And she making some money. So that makes
you a rich bitch.
But there's a certain level of side eye that comes with, because everybody works.
From who though? Because listen,
I'm talking
when you got with that women, you already knew. You knew what it was. She didn't start cooking and stop. So you're expecting what?
No, I'm imagining that some people start relationships, men and women, and the things that they're doing, it's the beginning. You know what happens.
You're meeting a representative.
Yeah, that's where I'm
going. You're a traditional person. If you're still doing that, if you're still letting people meet your representative, listen to me. Authenticity is everything. Because when you are authentic with yourself, you are going to meet the person that's going to already adore or like or dislike or whatever, everything that you already have going on. Right. But when you got to put on a facade, now they're getting used to that. And that ain't even you.
It's not even who
So what do you do after that? If I don't cook, you're going to know up front. I don't cook.
Fail. You're going to fail. Eventually.
Ain't no failure. We already talked about that.
You're going to fail. But the reason why I was, I want to go back 6.5 sentences ago when you said something about traditional and the fact that I don't necessarily believe in it. I just changed the word because to me, it's natural. It's natural.
Who, right?
I'm just saying it's natural positions of a man. It's natural for a man to take out the trash. It's natural for a man to
It might sound like
to desire to provide. It's natural for a man to desire to protect. And when I talk about protect, I'm talking about showing you. One thing about protection, I don't want y'all to get this twisted. You ain't gonna always be there. So she got to know how to protect herself, how to protect the house if you're not there. You know what I mean? There's no way in hell you got firearm and she doesn't. Just no way. You know what I mean? Not if not if you're thinking holistically 360 degrees in terms of being a protector. One big thing is showing her how to protect herself, showing her how to read a room and things of that nature. Now, I know I've got off track a little bit.
Yeah, because that sounds like another episode, but that's really good advice.
Yeah, I know I got off track.
Girls have to bang that thing.
But so, but you got to be able to balance. If you make more money than I do, you must be able to be conscious enough to know, yo, I got to balance this thing. The respect for me still would have to be there. The respect for him still got to be there. And if
the respect is not there, 9 times out of 10, she's not respecting herself.
Yeah, not because she's with him. Yeah. Why be with a man that you don't fully respect? That's because you don't respect yourself. Now,
a man deserves respect.
Now, let me ask you a question. Because he makes less money, does it make him less respectable?
Yeah, it's like, no.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I don't know. Are you trying to come up, or are you just like, well, it's cool, she got it, she looked more?
I was talking to a girl and she was saying, well, he ain't ambitious enough for me, whatever. Now, she a little moving and shaking. She in the real estate and stuff like that. And, luckily for her, she got a lot of that nature in her, right? And so I was like, well, what does he do, right? And she was saying that, he's a postal worker, right? And he do a lot of overtime. And to me, he makes good money for a 9-to-5 guy. You know what I mean? And I was like, and she was like, yeah, he just so happy and content with what he's doing. I'm like, damn, so you don't want a happy man? You don't want a content man. You want a man to get out here and run this rat race and go through all the ups and downs and trials and tribulations.
And then he already in the rat race?
No, as an entrepreneur though. So see, here's the thing about being an entrepreneur. Here's the difference. And he in the zoo.
Okay.
As a worker. The entrepreneur is in the jungle. And there's a difference. You can get 8. Yeah, you can get 8 out there. You know what I'm saying? You want your man to make it home. You know what I'm saying? You want his blood pressure at right levels. You want certain things to happen, right?
A lot of times with women, they do fall in love with potential, right? And the potential is like, I see it. He got it in him.
That's what she was saying to me.
That's not potential.
That's what she was saying.
That's potential. That's your potential that you're putting on this person.
You projected.
You're projected. You want them to have this certain potential. But if you fall in love with potential versus what's actually happening, you're going to have to take a look at yourself. Because it's like, listen.
Elaborate on that. Hold on. I felt like you said something. I felt like you said something. Okay, go ahead.
This is the thing. You look at a guy saying you see his potential, but his potential for what? Half the time to fuck your life up. But the potential for what? The potential for what? Because listen, this is a grown man. He could just be doing these things. But women will be like, well, he's trying. What is that? Because I see people out here getting to it. And you just talking about trying every day. Something going to have to click. You're going to have to make something happen because.
Well, when you say trying.
Only your lead.
Are you?
If we're in a relationship, I am.
Okay, because I'm talking to the girl, and it don't sound like she was doing a lot.
She is no leader. You cannot follow when someone's leading you a road to nowhere.
Right. All right. Well,
and you get confused. You know why? Because you're like, I want to be in a relationship. I think I like this guy. I probably love him, but I don't like these ways. I don't like this way. Do I want to do this long term? I don't want to be by myself.
But how did you how did you end up in the relationship?
Attracting this guy in the first place?
Yeah. How you end up in a relationship? Mind you, the man was doing what he was doing when you met him.
Was she?
I'm not sure.
Right.
And
that's when things change. Like sometimes, you know, if she started doing something different and then saw the bigness in what she started doing, it's like, wow, well, why is he doing that little thing? It's so big over here, but that's for her.
Right.
You get it? And sometimes you could be a clear example of clarity for a person where they just see you and it just happens naturally. But a lot of times you have your partner.
I call that being the God that they can see.
The God that they can see. But a lot of times you have a partner that's trying to tell you they God instead of show you.
Right. But here's the deal.
And that's where you don't get it.
But here's the deal. Like if you love him, you love him. And he does all the other things. He just don't have the desire to go and make more money, things of that nature. But you do have, right? Why can't it just be that? And when you get home, you make the meal.
Because she don't want to do it. She don't want to do it. She feels
be careful that woman, bro.
Why though?
A woman who only does what she feel like doing, or the man, you gotta be leery of that, man. Because let me tell you, feelings, they do this. And if their feelings are doing this, and they only act according to their feelings, then your relationship gonna do the same goddamn thing. Just straight up.
I'm gonna say that I don't know if that's true. And if it's a personal experience, I don't know. But I strictly go off my feelings. I'm strict off my feelings. Everybody knows this about me. I don't care. If I don't feel it, I'm not doing it. If it doesn't feel right, it's not for me. Everything with me is literally a feeling.
Okay.
So if you have a woman that's going based off her feelings, you got the right one. Because there's women that overthink. And then they ignoring this. Your feelings is your intuition. Your mind is what you're trained on.
I thought we was talking to the brand new person. I know what you're saying.
And I know a lot of people feel me too. So even if you don't understand the words, see if your body resonate with the feeling of the word.
All right. So I want to talk about this really quick because the question was, can love survive a shift in power? That's the question.
It can. Absolutely.
It can. And here's a couple of, what would you do? Right. Or what tool, let's say, cause you're not going to be with the guy who you make more money than. Fine. Thankfully, or let's think a little deeper. What would you advise, or I don't say advise, suggest, because we don't like to give advice. What would you suggest to the woman who's making more than a guy, but she wants it to work? What tools do you think are at their disposal?
The thing that he said to ignore, your feelings. Because that's what's going to guide you and help you. Because you make more money than him, but your feelings are there with him. You feel like this is the one you want to be with. So you make it work just based off of that. It's nothing else you need to do.
All right. So
I like them. I love them. So if that's the case, then you already know what business you have to handle. You and him have to decide what works between y'all, not what other people think, what other people say, because this is a real thing that's happening. There are women who are making more and they're doing fine. There are women who are making more and they feel like they are the boss. There's got to be different situations.
So that's a shift.
So
can you go from being a woman? Can you go from being a boss at work?
Put it in the comment. Can you?
To being because I don't believe in partnership. You know what I mean? I believe in roles, calling plays. I believe in tactical advantages, things of that nature. But I want to mention a tool.
I believe in partnership.
Yeah, I don't believe in like we have the equal amount of say and we have an equal amount of power. I don't believe in that at all. But some people do.
But you get to make the rules in your own relationship.
Now here's the deal. Here's a time where you can use that though, because here's a tool. If she makes more money, right? And you make money and she make money, there's certain tools. Joint account. You know what I mean? It could be a retirement account. It can be an annuity, but it's like, listen, babe, we're going to put this amount of money in this account on such and such day, either
and what is
monthly.
It for?
Well, the joint account is us building something together. So it's a building exercise. You know what I mean?
And what happens with the money? Is there we can't touch this type of clause and some rules to it?
Well, you can have a situation where we actually are going to do something with the money. You know what I mean? We let's say we're going to do our first real estate investment with the money, our first flip, our first whatever, right? And when it gets to a certain point,
you're putting equal amounts in here.
You're putting an equal amount in there. Even though she makes more, you're putting an equal amount in there.
But if he feels like that's not fair, if you don't make as much as her.
Well, if it's a joint account, it's a joint account. You have to understand something. The truth of the matter is, you're in love. She's in business. Okay. So let's be clear about that.
Wait,
so
what?
This is she's in business. Now, you have to believe she's in business, and she'll let you know
he not in business?
when now we're in business together because we got the joint account. You know what I mean? So I'm a police officer, and she's a CEO at a Fortune 500 company.
Do you guys do joint accounts? Like, for my people who are in relationships, just asking, how many people actually are doing that right now? Drop it in the comments if you have a joint account with your partner.
I think you should definitely have a joint account. Number one, it's going to let you know who's fucking up the money. Because if you can't make this on-time deposit as we agreed upon, somebody messing up the money. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody messing up the money. And you're a poor
messing up what money, though? Their own money?
No, the business money. We got a joint account. And mind you, I could get a little deeper, form an LLC and open up an account. You know what I mean? I'm saying joint accounts because the average individuals are, they functioning my name, your name. You can do an LLC. This is what we're going to put in this LLC and what we're going to purchase these properties.
Is it for couples or marriage or, because we talking joint accounts?
Yeah.
This is for
boyfriend, girlfriend. Mm-hmm. This is for husband, wife. This is to see, you may need to do this before you even talk about going to sign a contract with the state and talking about we getting married. You may need to do that exercise to say, okay, he ain't no good with money. You know what I'm saying? That's a red flag. We can't consistently put $25 a week or $150 a month and we agreed on it. That's when I fall back. The money's going to become a problem in a relationship. I don't know what the statistic is, but they say the vast majority of marriages end over money.
What do you guys think?
They end over money, man.
Now, I don't know about that, though. I've actually,
I know a lot of people. That's what I read once before, but go ahead.
In relationships and out, but money was never the thing.
So you're talking about your personal survey?
No. Yeah, personal survey. Yeah, I've never heard somebody, it wasn't never actually money.
Do you think people discuss that though?
Yes. I'm a very seasoned woman, so I'm not like talking to 20-year-olds. Like at this age, you've probably discussed everything that you need to.
So
even if it was
nobody would have said that, look, man, the money's messing up or he's not good with money, but she's not. It's tough when a man not good with money.
People
because
talk about that.
Purchases are generally outside of food and then a necessity. They generally are emotional. The car, oh, I love that car. Oh, look at this house. I like this house. Look at that necklace. I like that necklace. They're genuinely emotional things, you know what I'm saying? So
that you still should attain to.
See, that's a woman thing.
You say that's a woman thing, but this is where the confusion comes in. What are you here for? Just to work and not accumulate anything, not get things that you
I'm just talking nature.
This is nature. Yeah. Nature is about getting your wants. And all of this is along with alignment. So you telling me work, save, but
no, I say
where's the other part?
Yeah, I say save.
So when it comes to this life, this life experience, this is all you have.
I get all of that.
So when people, I'm not saying you should be reckless, but please always fulfill your desires.
Wait a minute. That sounds dangerous. But
depending on who you're talking to.
Yeah, okay.
I'm talking to
you got to remember you're talking to some people.
That's what now.
You're like, nah.
She
was like, oh, no, babe, I know the mortgage is late, but I had this desire.
No, that's just different. I'm not talking about
that. Man,
I'm not saying
Amazon be coming to the house.
Yo,
Amazon coming to the house
every day. All my guys that I know Amazon getting delivered every day, just go and tap it. Go and tap it. It's already
no. And it's like, it's so crazy because men, we can't really launch a complaint unless we know what we're complaining about. And you don't really want to go through nobody's mail because it ain't your name.
Right. But what? You got this happy woman that's cooking you dinner and making sure the house is clean. Leave her alone.
Right. And for me personally and for some friends of mine, I know it's like, I might look and say, shit, I got to make more money.
That's it.
I got to figure out, I got to make more money. But I don't mind if she's making more money than me.
Yeah.
The Amazon coming there and this joint account if it's building, it's getting it, cause she in business. Yeah. So you might as well get in business with her, bro. Don't get in love. Get in business with her. And that's going to let you know everything. Cause when it all boils down to it, you need to know if you can build with this person. You need to know if you can invest with this person because you're investing in the person and she's investing in you. She's investing time. She's investing energy. She's investing effort. And 9 times out of 10, it may not be as much as time, energy, and effort as you are. Or money, you know what I'm saying? But it needs to be something. It is an investment and it is a business deal. It's not an emotional deal, man. Get out of there, right? Get out of there, right? Like my man Nicky say, right? But once again, thank you guys. This was for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Not only she always talk about comments, but subscribe to this channel. You know what I'm saying?
I like to listen because I want to read the comments. I want to see where y'all at with all of these things that we're talking about. I want to see how you feel, like, because everybody's having a different experience. And sometimes you feel like because you're having an experience, everybody can relate to that one. No, what's your experience? Because other people can relate to your experience also.
Without question. And it's your boy, Sugar Ray.
And it's your girl, Tanya.
And thank you for joining us on the I don't know much, but I do know this.
We'll see y'all next time. Yeah!